There's like multiple
right down
photos.
there, right down there. See that 6 pictures right there? There it is.
Yeah, that's it. That's wild. That's wild.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pleb. In today's story, the explosive thread on Justin Trudeau has just been released. Internet journalist Dom Lucre releases the Justin Trudeau files. It is explosive, many details in there. We are going to break it down. As well, tonight, Pierre Poilievre puts the final nail in the coffin of the PPC when he comes out and denounces the UN and the SDGs. And in our last story, Chrystia Freeland says what is quite possibly the dumbest thing I have heard all week. You won't want to miss tonight's story, so stick around. Before we start tonight's report, I'd like to remind you guys that the majority who watch my channel are not subscribed to me, which is absolutely shocking. I tell the stories that make the left absolutely melt down. If you guys like watching the libs cry, subscribe to my channel. As it gets bigger and more successful, they will cry even harder. So help me own the libs. Subscribe to the pleb. Let's start tonight's report. Welcome to this weekend's report. Before I start the story, the Justin Trudeau bombshell thread, I'd just like to congratulate our Minister of Mental Health for having made it onto the Clown World Twitter page. Quite the accomplishment. Well, the L's for Justin Trudeau just keep on accumulating. As we kick off tonight's report here, I'd just like to show you guys a viral picture that's been getting around on Twitter of the way Justin Trudeau sits like a woman. The first tweet is going to come from Mark, The Truth Sucks, saying, even the way he sits pisses me off. This tweet here managed to get 4,500 likes. Pretty incredible. But Cat Canada stepped it up a notch and reposted the same picture and went even more viral. If you look at Cat's tweet here saying, men, what's stopping you from looking like this? I want to congratulate Cat Canada for going ultra viral here and getting almost 33,000 likes on a picture of Trudeau crossing his legs like a chick. Almost 6,000 over, oh my God, like 6,600 retweets on Trudeau just looking so embarrassing. And then she put a picture of Pierre there in the replies with his legs wide open. Quite the comparison here between this. Trudeau looks like a good little boy whose mommy told him how to sit. And a guy like who's, you know, this is back when Pierre Poilievre was a nerd, not the jacked Pierre Poilievre. This is nerd Pierre Poilievre, and he has his legs wide open. The swag is absolutely there. But not only did Cat Canada or Mark make fun of this picture, we now have Chinese international students making fun of Justin Trudeau in broken English. Like this tweet here from Wei Wu saying, this is transformer sitting position. This is very weird, very disgust. Very disgust. That is funny. And she also put out another tweet saying, Canada leader may be girl. This how I sit. I'm girl. Maybe Justin secret transformer. This not good. Can one of you guys let me know in the comments if Wei Wu is actually a Chinese international student or a parody account? Because the way this English is written, it's almost too funny. Like it's broken on purpose. But maybe you guys let me know in the comments. Is Wei Wu for real? Justin Trudeau yesterday posted a picture. Guys, I know you see 2.5 minutes. We're going to play 10 seconds. So keep watching my video. I'm not going to play Justin Trudeau for 2.5 minutes. But Justin Trudeau put out a video yesterday commemorating the Korean War. We'll watch the first 10 seconds because I saved a comment that is so funny. Let's watch the first 10 seconds here together.
Canada played a significant role in the Korean War. One of the key moments Canadians stepped up was in the Battle of Kapyong.
Okay, that's all the Justin Trudeau we're going to have for today. But in the comments there was just such a funny tweet, okay? So funny, this reply to Justin Trudeau. Look at Trudeau. Let's look at Trudeau here. This is Trudeau, okay? Look at the reply that he got right under this tweet that basically killed me to the point where I had to make it a segment on my video saying, hit the gym, bro. By the way, this is from a gay man. Fringe gay conservative is actually a homosexual who writes, hit the gym, bro. Pierre's arms would not even fit in that shirt. Look at his arms. Look. Oh, man. Trudeau's getting roasted by gay dudes. Trudeau's literally getting roasted by gay dudes for having spaghetti arms. How down bad can this guy be? Speaking of down bad, the Justin Trudeau thread is finally out by Dom Lucre, who broke down all of Justin Trudeau's past. I can't cover the whole thread in the video because it's actually long, but we could scroll down and look at some of the highlights. Like the second tweet in this long thread saying that Margaret Trudeau visited Cuba 9 months before Justin was born. And there are photos of her mingling with Fidel Castro. On the right, Pierre Trudeau. Look at the way she's holding Fidel Castro's arms there. I mean, does that look like a innocent friendship? And if you look at this comment on this thread, the media have been protecting the Trudeaus for over 40 years. Because they were always refuting the allegations that Margaret Trudeau visited Fidel Castro on April 12th, 1971, but she went to an unidentified island 9 months before Trudeau was born. Where do you guys think that was? Watch this clip from the visit down to Cuba here. Watch this.
An enormous lift. Castro is a dedicated revolutionary, no doubt about it. But as much as it's an old political ploy to hug babies, the Trudeau's youngest son, Michel, wasn't the only one to sense that Castro is not the fanatic, unfeeling leader many think him to be. Mr. Trudeau said there were no anti-American undertones to his visit, although it has ruffled many feathers in Washington. His mission was to diversify Canadian dependence on trade with the United States, and Premier Castro was just as eager to diversify Cuban dependence on the Soviet Union. The two leaders now have a personal relationship that ultimately trickles down to intensify people-to-people contact.
There goes Trudeau's mom, pregnant with Justin Trudeau on the plane. He paid for a cab fare to leave. No, just kidding. They took the the prime minister's plane. He kicked her out of there on a plane. Or how about in 1971, how Trudeau's mom described Fidel Castro as the sexiest man she's ever met. Even Joe Rogan gets it. Like, watch this clip from his podcast talking about the connection between Castro and Trudeau.
Together.
No, there's some that are like...
There's like multiple
right down
photos.
there, right down there. See that 6 pictures right there? There it is.
Yeah, that's it. That's wild. That is wild. That is fucking wild.
No shit.
When you look at those, so look at all of them. The top. Oh my God, look at the top one. Bro, that is wild.
But then you compare him to who they say is his father, and he doesn't look anything like his dad.
That is wild. Hey, bro, you need a 23andMe right away, sir. We need a... You know, it's wild how close he looks. If it's not his dad, boy, if I was the father, I'd be fucking suspicious.
Anyways, guys, this thread is actually long. They go into Justin Trudeau's ties to the WEF, West Grey Academy, all of that good stuff. So go give Dom Lucre a follow on Twitter and go read the rest of the thread. It's absolutely epic. And in our next story, Christina Freeland seems to have had herself another Disney Plus moment this week and has all conservatives on Twitter buzzing. The clip is her refuting the carbon tax, saying that it doesn't affect her life because she walks everywhere and takes the subway. Well, the internet had a field day with this clip. Let's watch it.
Question for the Deputy Minister. What do you say to Prince Edward Islanders who woke up to a significant increase in gas, diesel, and oil this morning between 6 and 8 cents per liter?
Okay, well, I have been talking about that with Heath and Sean. Heath and Sean and I had breakfast together before that.
One of the key industries here on Prince Edward Island in particular is our tourist industry, and particular to that, our car tourist industry. People traveling from our region to this island to be tourists. With policies like the carbon tax and the clean fuel standards, which are by design meant to reduce consumption of fuel and reduce. Are you worried that's going to have a chilling effect on one of the key industries here on Prince Edward Island?
So yeah, I'm very aware of that, and actually with a couple of my colleagues, we drove here last night from Halifax. We very much believe in PEI. We believe in the tourism industry, and we believe in the PEI economy overall. Today's announcement was about all of that. You guys are nice.
I did want to say one more thing, though. I don't need you to retread the ground you've gone over, because you've answered this question from the other side. But you are facing a lot of pushback in this region, in particular from local politicians, local provincial governments that say this, they're not opposed to it, but it's coming too soon, too fast. They need more time to adapt. What do you say to that?
You know what? I say I do really understand. I really understand the challenges. A fact that still shocks my dad is I don't actually own a car, because I live in downtown Toronto. I'm like, I don't know, 300 meters from the nearest subway. I walk, I take the subway, I make my kids walk and ride their bikes and take the subway. It's actually healthier for our family. I can live that way. I can live that way.
How out of touch are these bloody liberals? I take the metro. Yeah. You live in downtown Toronto. I mean, if I lived in downtown Montreal, yeah, it's an option. But what about people who live in the prairies? What about people who live in the Maritimes? Do they have a subway or a metro system in their cities? What are you talking about? The liberals are so out of touch, and this is why they are going to get absolutely smashed at the next election. And if you don't believe me, look at this footage that came out of Sudbury the other day, which has been an NDP stronghold and has never, ever, ever voted Conservative. Watch this footage from my friend Ann Roll. Yeah, apparently Ann was at Pierre's rally in Sudbury the other day. Let's watch. Let's just see what it looked like inside there. That's not a bad crowd. I mean, that's not a bad crowd. This is a riding that hasn't ever voted Conservative. Not a bad turnout. So if this video doesn't sell you on getting excited about Northern Ontario, look at this data here. Conservatives and Liberals are at a standstill. And the NDP are behind in a union town like Sudbury. Look at that. That's how bad things are for Justin Trudeau. He's about to lose a riding that has never gone Conservative in his existence. That's how much Canadians are fed up with this guy. And in our last story of the night, Pierre Poilievre, I believe, just put the friggin' final nail in the coffin of the PPC. He had a rally this week where someone came out to ask him about ESG and the UN SDGs and all those things that you hear the PPC bros talk about. Well, Pierre Poilievre answered the questions and blew it out the park. Let's roll the clip.
Yeah, the UN aspect, which the UN and the WWF now are the same thing. Are you still supporting the UN stuff? Because I heard when O'Toole left, he basically had a glowing recommendation for the standard quo that's basically caused the last 3 years of this kind of hardship. And I'm just kind of curious, how do you plan on building so many houses when we don't have the tradespeople? And we don't have the healthcare that can handle millions more migration, and like agenda 2030, like all these agendas, kind of.
So I'll go through it one by one. So the agenda 2030. First thing is you got to ask Maxime Bernier about that because he's part of the WEF. And
can I interject one?
I didn't interrupt you. So Bernier went to the WEF and then he lied about it. That was the worst part. I knew that he was part of the WEF, but he should have just owned up to it. And then he got caught lying. So if you look up this article by True North, where they caught him lying, and he lied to the people about his involvement. What else is he lying about? So that's the.
Didn't Harper sign us into that though?
No, he wasn't forced to go. He went by.
No. He signed us into Agenda 2030, and Mulroney signed us into Agenda 21.
No. Bernier went to the WF on his own.
Like I'm going to vote for you. I'm a PPC supporter. I'm going to vote for you because I want to give you enough rope that you can do what you need to do, and if you don't, then it's going to wake people up. That's my honest opinion.
So I'm against any of these agendas. I'm never going to do what the UN tells me to do. I'm banning my members from being involved in the World Economic Forum. We're going to put people.
I'm never going to do what the UN tells me to do. Banning all my members from the World Economic Forum. What more do you want, PPC bros?
We're going to get rid of the mandates, banning central bank digital currency, no mandatory digital ID.
ESG and DEI.
It's all garbage.
Because a lot of companies don't get funding.
He just said ESGs are all garbage. Wow.
It's all garbage. It's all garbage. All that stuff is it's a fake industry designed to make interest groups like corporate executives and insiders filthy rich, and they don't care about any of the causes that they talk about. They don't care about those causes. They're a bunch of hypocrites and phonies. Okay, so I'm not going to buy into that garbage. I'm going to get back to good free enterprise economics where businesses get ahead by having the best product, not by having the best lobbyists. Workers keep more of their wages. Government gets out of people's hair, off their back, and out of their way.
No one disagrees with any of those things. Like, as you can see.
This is what, but I'm the only one that can do it.
I just want to see you implement it. Because the last 30 years...
I gotta win.
I'll vote for you. I'll give you a try.
I gotta win.
But it's one of those things, it's a pessimistic vote.
The day after the election, you're going to have one or two people be prime minister. You're going to have the guy who admires the basic Chinese communist dictatorship, or you're going to have me.
Yeah,
take your pick.
I get that.
It's two options.
Pretty good to win that vote. I get that.
Let's bring it home.
No WEF, no vaccine mandates, no digital currency, no digital IDs. Basically told the UN to piss off. Came out and called the ESGs a scam. What more do the PPC bros have on this guy? In my opinion, it's the end of the PPC. Pierre Poilievre is putting the final nail in the coffin, and in the next election, we're gonna bring it home. Anyways, guys, if you made it this far in the video, you are a legend. We're already, I think, at the 17-minute mark. So let me end this video asking you guys a question. Who is Justin Trudeau's real father? Is it Pierre Elliott Trudeau or is it Fidel Castro? Guys, let me know in the comments who his daddy is. Well, actually, that's his dad. We all know who his daddy is. That's Pierre Poilievre. If you guys enjoyed today's coverage, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my videos. It helps out a lot. If you didn't like it, put a thumbs down. I'm cool with that too. My name is the Pleb. This was today's report, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.